Hi everyone, good evening. So in the previous session we understood the very basic commands of your Linux and the difference between Linux and Unix. So basically the Unix is a operating system organization. So under that organization you may having the all your Unix flavors like AX, Linux, Solaris and HP Unix. Correct? So after that we've seen all those very basic commands, how to create your file, how to list out the files, and how to add data or modify data in the file, and we displayed the content of that file. Correct? By using this more command, less command. Okay, so each command having the respective functionality. So now today we will see few more commands. So let me log in the server. Seems I have already logged in. See, there are a sktech file, and I have explained if the first letter is showing as a D, then it is a directory. Okay, so let me clear this. So haven't discussed the directory, right? So we will see, not an issue. So let me remove that. Okay, so currently I'm having a file called sktech and having some data. See, the moment you trigger the cat command, it will display the complete output. So if you want to show top 10 lines or bottom 10 lines or random numbers, random lines, and line by line if you want. Okay, so all those commands we already discussed. Now we will see. So in my out of content, so if you want to trim the data, if you want to filter the data, so if you want to filter the data, you have to use the grep command. So the syntax of the grep, so there are two ways to use this grep command. So directly you can use the grep and your argument and your file name. So this is the one of the way. Or so there is another way to use the grep command. So you can use the cat and your file name. So cat and file name, what it will display? It will display your content, right? So here you are going to execute two commands, but between the two commands you have to mention the vertical bar, that is pipe symbol. So if you specifying the pipe symbol, so what does it mean? So you are going to execute two commands, and the first command output will be second command's input. So here you can write like this: grep and your argument. So whatever you want to filter, the filter criteria. So based on this argument, so the grep command, what it will do, it will filter the data, the content of your file. Okay, we will see some of examples. So this is the syntax. So basically people are using the second method, so the people are following the second method. You can also choose the same. So cat and your file name and pipe symbol, the vertical bar. This is called as a pipe symbol, and you can give the grep and your filter like Java. See, out of your content of your file, okay. So it will display the wherever the this Java exists, those respective lines it will display. See, it is displayed the wherever the Java exists. If you observe, there is a Java is in the red color. So the Java wherever it is exists, so the respective complete line it will display. And in case if I am giving capital J, okay, capital J means, let me see what it will display. So capital J also existed, but only three lines, for three or four lines. See, compared to small j, the capital J is showing only less lines because the note is Linux is a case sensitive. Case sensitive in the sense, so exact word we have to provide. So whether it is small letter or capital letter, so exact letter we have to provide. Fine. To ignore this case sensitive, you have to use the -i option. Okay, with your grep command, you have to use -i and rest everything same. Okay, rest everything same. So here also you have to use -i option. So -i, what it will do? It will ignore your cases too, and it will display the whatever you are giving the criteria, the filter criteria. Okay, so here whether you can give small letter or capital letter doesn't matter. Okay, so it will display, now it will display both capital Java lines and small Java lines. See here, small J, capital J also exist, small j also exist. So in the real time, people are using this -i option whenever they want to filter the file content. So the grep command is very useful. Normally, in the while doing the troubleshooting, so people they want to filter with the error messages. So how they are giving means, so with the same command, okay. So cat and your file name, pipe symbol grep and so error, like that they will give. So if any error exists in your file, your log file, definitely it will filter the complete output with your error messages. Okay, so this is the advantage of your grep command. So now there is a request like how many lines exist in your log file, or how many lines exist in your file. So if you want to count that file, so again there is a command sktech, cat sktech. What it will do, it will display complete line, right? So there is a wc command. So wc-l means, so total lines it will display. See, your file contains the 151 lines. Even sometimes in the vi, people they are monitoring some if any configuration file, so they are reading that configuration file. So normally sktech vi, so here if you observe in the first column there is lone line numbers. If you want to set line numbers, then we have to set the vi. Okay, so vi means, so obviously you should remember the escape button. Only special keys will work, right? Escape colon sc and nu. If you give like this, then it will set numbers. Sc means set numbers, nu numbers. Let me execute that. So I already inside my vi colon sc space and nu. Hit enter. See, you will get the numbers. So how many numbers you are having? 151. This is your bottom of the line. 151 lines. So you can count the lines in this way also, or from the outside also you can count with the wc command. Cat sktech pipe symbol wc-l. Oh, sorry, wc-l. With the wc, you are having you having another options also, like hyphen c means the characters also it will count. Okay, instead of l, if you can provide the c, the characters, total characters. Okay, so it will count each letter also one character. So likewise your sktech file having the 4237 characters, 4237. Okay, so there is another option also, so this is not much important, but wc-l is the very important and frequently you are using. Okay, so w, I think, so words. So your file having 316 words. Okay, so this is the wc command. The syntax is in the same way how you use the grep command, the wc command also you can use the same way. So like this, wc-l file name, or okay, or you can use with the cat command also. Cat and your file name and pipe symbol wc-l, like this. Fine. And there is another command by using for processes. See, normally in your Linux system, not even Linux system, in Windows system also, in the background, some process are running, right? So in the Windows, uh, the task manager, if you do the right click on task manager, so if you observe the some processes are running in the background, right? See, these are the applications, and in the see background processes, so there are 148 processors running in my Windows system. In the same way, if you want to list out the processes which are running in the background, so you have to use the ps-ef command. Okay, so ps command is a process. So with the detailed information, if you want to see your processes like which user, by which user the process is running, and what is the process id, and on what command basis it is running, and when it got started, so all this information if you want to display, then you have to use the ef options, hyphen ef. Let me trigger it, ps-ef. See, huge number of processor running in background. See, this is the user id, so by which user your process is running, and what is the process id, process parent id, and when it got triggered, and on which command basis this process is running. Fine. So like this your application process are also running. As of now all are running by the root user, and if you observe, some process are running by ubuntu user also. As of now there is no application processes, but you may use this command regularly, like out of these processes, if you want to again trim any, filter any respective processes, means like so in my server java is running. Okay, so I want to list out the java. Again you have to use the filter, means you should remember the grep command. So grep -i java, like this. Let me trigger this. So this is a regularly we are using in real time. If you are a, if your project is in the java, means let me execute that, ps-ef pipe grep -i java. So here what I am doing, so I am going to list out all my processes which are running in the background. Out of those processes I am going to filter with java. Okay, and I am mentioning -i also. -i, what it will do, it will ignore the case sensitive. So let me trigger. See, there is no processor running, so this is the dummy process actually. This is also the command we executed, right? So this is also, it will consider one of the process, and it executed and the process is stopped. Okay, so even the command also one of the process only, but immediately it will display the output and the process gone. Okay, so that is the reason this is the dead process, you may consider as a dead process. So likewise people are filtering the respect to your application processes. Also you can in interviews also sometimes they will ask like how many processes are running in your system. Very simple. The same way process, in the sense you have to execute psf and ef, and how many they are mentioning, right? So how many in the sense the count will come. So normally how we are displaying the how we are displaying the number of lines or somewhat the wc command, right? So here also you have to use hyphen wc hyphen l. See, there are 101 processes running in my system. So this is the way you have to execute and you have to answer this. Fine. And if you want to see your system date, so everything by executing the commands only you have to get the desired outputs, desired requirements. Okay, so if you want to see the system time and if you want to reset the system time also, you have to use the date command. Fine. So this ps-ef grep-i java is regularly we are using this one. Okay, and if you want to display the date system time, you have to use the date command and copy a file. This is very very important. So normally if you want to copy a file, let me open new page. See, this is my Linux server. Okay, this is my Linux server. Let's assume. So which is running with the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, and so I have created a file sktech. Okay, and if you want to where I have created this file, if you want to see the location of this file, so if you want to see the location of the file, you have to trigger the pwd location, current location. So it will display current location. Fine. So now let me trigger. If I trigger pwd, see, this is my current location. My sktech file exists on here. Okay, my sktech file exists under here. Fine. Slash home slash ubuntu slash under this location my sktech file is exist. Now what I am trying to do, I want to copy this file. So in the same location, copy same location means, so we have to use cp. Cp is the command and your source file name, and the same location we are going to copying, right? So definitely you have to give new name for this. New name, new file name, new file name, like this you have to provide different name, because in the same location you can't create the another the same name. You can't create another file with the same name. Let me try. See, so here cp is the command and sktech the my file, and I am going to use the same name. See, sktech and sktech are the same file. It's not allowing me. So that is the reason you have to specify the new name for this. So what I am doing, sktech, this is my source file with the same name. It can't, it's not taking, right, with the same name. That is the reason I am giving something else name, something else uh, like backup bkp1. See, now it's allowed and list out. See, the whatever the data it contains, the same data it contains only the backup file, which means just now I copied in the sense it is the image of this file, right? See, if you want to check wc-l sktech, see 151 line, right? In the same way you can check the bkp1. This is also having the same. So this is the way you have to take the copying. Okay, so you have to copying the same location means. Okay, So what I am doing here, same location. Now copying another location, different location, different location. I am doing the same copying only, but different location. So here you have to give again the command is same, source file and your target location. So where you want to copy the destination location. The destination you have to provide. Okay, so we may consider the destination. Okay, so now what I can do? So let me copy the same file. So here in this case you can use the same file name. It will allow. So cp sktech. What I can do? I can under tmp I can copy with the same name. See, it's copied. If you want to now you want to move this location or you can display with the same ls-l slash cmp sktech. See, it's copied into in this location. Now there is another requirement. Okay, so if you observe the same location and different location both are in the within the server. Okay, so within the server what I have done, so here in the same location I given sktech like bkp1, but the second time what I have done under tmp under sktech, this is the under tmp location I have copied. Okay, under tmp location I have copied the sktech file, but if you observe both are within the server only. If you want to copy the same file from another server like another linux server, okay, so this time you have to use another command, that is a different command, later we will discuss. See, the first time what I have done in the home slash ubuntu directory, so here I have copied. So in the same location it won't allow you to take the same name, that is the reason I have given the another name for my file. And second time in the within the server I have copied into another location from slash home slash ubuntu to slash tmp, but the same file here and same names it will allow because different location you are copying. But you have a requirement like if you want to copy the same file whether it is here or here wherever into different server, so that time you have to use scp command, but later we will discuss about scp command. Okay, so this is the copy. The syntax is the syntax is cp source file name or source file destination. Okay, now if you want to move your file, again the same but mv command, mv and your source file, okay, and your destination. So moving in the sense the within the location nobody will move, right? So normally in the windows also within the location nobody will move, we will see. So now I have a backup one. Now let me move this file, move, and the same sktech file. Now let me move into mm, tmp. It won't allow you because oh it's allowed. Super. See, the sktech file got moved under tmp. Okay, only this one exists now. So this is the way to move your file from one location to another location, but within the server only. Fine. Now there is another feature with the mv command, that is, one is move a file, right? Also you can rename the file also. Okay, with the same old name and your new name. So this is the syntax, rename. So mv old name and new name. Okay, we will see mv old name. This is the my old name. Now let me again go back to sktech. See, the file got renamed. So earlier this is the file name, right? Complete file name. Now I renamed with sktech. Okay, so this is the way to rename, and you can move also with the mv command. So for all we are dealing with the files only. So now we will try to create the folders. So in the Linux terminology, folder nothing but a directory. So you supposed to call the folder as a directory. Okay. So directory creation. Note is folder is equal to directory. Fine. By using the mkdir and your directory name. Very simple command. Mkdir and your directory name. Let me provide mkdir sktech folder. Okay. See, sktech folder has been created, and ls-l. If you observe, I told right yesterday, if it is, I didn't told right. Okay. So in the ls-l, the moment you execute the ls-l command, so it will display all your properties, right? Files and directories properties. See, file, permissions, ownership, size, everything it is displaying, right? Now, if you observe the first character, if it is showing as a D means blindly you can tell them that is a directory. If it is showing hyphen means it is a file. So blindly you can remember like this. The first character showing as a D means it's a directory. If it is a hyphen means then it is a file. Now I just created my directory, right? Now you have to, if you want to move inside this directory, then you have to use the cd command, change directory and your directory name. See, and now you can check the current location with pwd. See, before before getting inside your directory, you are at the slash home slash ubuntu location. Now you moved into the sk folder, sktech folder. If you want to come back to your ubuntu folder, then again use the same cd command and dot dot. Okay, the syntax is cd and your target directory path. Okay, so exact directory path you have to provide, and the same cd command dot dot means it will move into one step backward. See, now you can check pwd. See, currently you are at ubuntu. If I am doing cd dot dot again, you will be under slash home. If I am doing again cd dot dot, you will be under slash. See, slash. Now if you want to go inside your sk directory means, so where normally this sk folder exists under your slash home slash ubuntu. Now we have to provide the complete path. Cd, this one, slash home slash 12 sktech folder. See, so this is the way to, you have to move from one location to another location, but you have to provide exact path. Fine. Now if you want to move to temp directory, slash temp we have to provide, and you can verify. Couple of minutes ago we copied our file, right? See, there is a sktech file. Let me see here. See, it's under temp directory. Just copied, right? We copied, right? See, sktech. And if you want to remove a file, or if you want to remove a directory, if you want to remove a file means, then rm and your file name. Okay, let me try. Let me go back to Ubuntu location. So here my file is there, right? So what I can do, before going to remove anything, just take the backup. How you are taking the backup? The I am sktech file I am going to take backup in the same location like bkp. Okay, now you can go and remove sktech. See, sktech file got removed. This is the command. Okay, and now what I can do, I will add something in my sktech folder and we will try to remove. See, currently I am inside my sktech folder. So here what I can do, I will create one file. Now let me go back. Now you can delete your folder. So this is the file to remove a file. Now if you want to remove your directory, okay, so this is the command. What it will do, to remove a to remove an empty directory. So rmdir, what it will do, it will remove an empty directory. But now your directory having some files, right? See, just now I created some files, right, inside my sktech folder. We will try to remove it. You will get an error. We will see what error it is. See, it is clearly mentioning that the directory is not an empty. Okay, so now let me create another test directory. Kdir testful. So now, just now I created, right? So nothing available inside. Now let me try to delete it, rmdir and testful. See, now it got deleted. This time it is allow you to delete your folder directory because it's empty directory. But the non-empty directories, the rmdir won't work. If you want to remove the non-empty directories, which means the data directories, so we have to use rm command only. But additionally, you have to use some options. Hyphen recursively, r means recursively, and f means forcefully, and your directory name. Okay, so forcefully we are removing the directory. Forcefully removing the directory. Let me try rm-rf and your directory name. This time it won't throw an error. It will remove your directory. See, it got removed. So whenever you are using rmdir on non-empty directories, okay, it will throw an error. But by using the rm-rf, it will never throws an error, and it will remove your complete directory and inside your directory files also. Okay, so that is the reason we are using the recursively and forceful options, rn hyphen rf. Okay, so make sure there is another note here. So whenever you are removing something from the Linux server, so keep remember there is no r bin, recycle bin. So normally in the Windows, if you delete something, it will be moved into your bin folders, right? Recycle bin folders. But in the Linux, there is no recycle bin concept. So make sure whenever you are using the rm-rf command or rm command, whatever. Okay. So make sure can take backup and delete it. And especially you can check the locations also. Okay. So where you are at and what file you are going to delete. So ensure that and you can go and delete. Okay. Okay, guys. So I will stop it now and we will see few more commands in next session. Okay. Thank you.